So I just stumbled upon this interactive software environment called Seed, and it's based on Common Lisp. Have you heard about it?
Seed, that sounds intriguing. What makes it special compared to other programming environments?
Right, it runs in a web browser. You can actually build software on local or remote systems, and it presents programs visually like in a tree grid.
Wait, a visual representation for Lisp. That's unexpected. I always thought Lisp was pretty text-heavy with its syntax.
Exactly, Seed kind of flips that idea on its head. It tries to make programming more about symbolic expressions rather than just plain text.
That's a big deal. So, it's like getting rid of the overwhelming character strings that usually accompany coding.
Yes, the developers argue that relying on character strings limits what programming can do. They're pushing for a paradigm shift.
I see what you mean, but isn't that a bit risky? Some might find a huge change like that difficult to adapt to.
Totally, they even mention users might struggle with Lisp's sometimes verbose nature. It's a valid concern.
But have they considered that some people might prefer the clarity text offers? I mean, isn't there a balance to strike?
Good point, clarity in code is crucial, especially for collaboration. They need to show that this approach can maintain that.
Right, and let's not forget debugging. If the visualizations aren't intuitive, it could make troubleshooting tougher.
Absolutely, there's a delicate balance between innovative and user-friendly. Have you noticed how complex some programming tools can get?
Definitely. Sometimes simpler tools are more effective. So how does Seed actually work in practice?
Great question. It integrates the ASDF build system for Common Lisp and uses branches to express input and output in systems.
Oh, that's interesting. So you can manage different system components more effectively. That sounds super useful.
Exactly, you get a seed file that dictates how everything behaves. It keeps things organized.
I like the sound of that. But what about installation? It seems like there are a lot of dependencies.
You're right to mention that it can be quite the setup with Node, JS, QuickLisp, and SBCL. It might overwhelm some users.
So what if someone runs into installation issues? Is there support for troubleshooting?
Yes, if something goes wrong during installation, Seed gives error messages that can guide you through fixing issues.
That's a relief. But honestly, all this setup sounds a bit intimidating at first. Most people want instantly usable tools.
Totally, if they can streamline onboarding or provide clearer tutorials, it would really enhance user experience.
Speaking of tutorials, is there a good one to get started with Seed? It seems essential.
Absolutely, they offer a tutorial link right in the documentation, which makes that easier.
Perfect. Now, how about the web interface? I heard you can access it via a local server.
Yes, once you start Seed, it typically runs at port 8055 by default. You can explore your projects through the web.
That sounds convenient. It's like turning your local machine into an interactive coding space.
Exactly, and you can tweak the port settings if needed. It gives you a lot of control.
Honestly, I wouldn't have thought Lisp would lead to something like this. This feels groundbreaking.
It really challenges the notion of how we perceive programming languages. Traditional methods might seem outdated now.
Right, but do you think this shift could alienate more traditional coders? Not everyone will embrace it.
Great question. There's definitely a risk of that. Some might feel it's too abstract or complex.
Or even unnecessary, considering text-based coding is so established. I wonder how they'll handle that.
They might need to introduce hybrid models, where you can choose between text and visual elements.
That could be the best of both worlds. It's exciting to think about where this could lead the programming landscape.
Absolutely, the potential for innovation combines ease of use with the power of traditional languages.
So what's the takeaway? Is Seed just a passing idea, or do you think it's a stepping stone to the future of coding?
I'd say it's definitely a stepping stone. It challenges norms and might inspire other advancements in coding.
You know, I'm curious to see how this evolves. It could redefine how we think about software development.
Exactly, it's worth keeping an eye on. Who knows, this might just be the tip of the iceberg.
And it really makes me wonder how many more innovations are out there waiting to be discovered.
I think we're just scratching the surface of what's possible. The future looks bright and full of potential.
Right? I can't wait to dive deeper into Seed. Let's keep discussing it as new developments emerge.
Agreed, it's moments like this that make exploring technology so exhilarating. What else can we uncover?
Exactly. Technology is always evolving. There's always more to learn and discover, just like with seed.